My guest today is Joaquin Menezes, and Joaquin has a salon in Aptos, and he's probably the most successful salon, I think, in the county. He's been there for 45 years. Mark Menezes is truly a Renaissance man. I've known him for as long as he's been in business. He's a musician. He is an artist, and his new love is photography. So, Joaquin, I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, thanks for having me here, Peter. And what can I say? I brought one of my pieces down so we can have a visual inspection of it and get an opinion.
Well, this is terrific. As I had said, I put a microphone over by there so that people can get a good look at it. It's really stunning. What we're talking about looks like it's about 30 inches high by about 18 or so inches wide. And this is a beautiful photograph of apple blossoms.
Correct.
Which you doubtless took at one of our wonderful orchards.
Absolutely.
One of our few remaining orchards that we have until they pull it out to grow row crops. Anyway, you mentioned that this is an interesting process. It looks as if, it's on glass or something, but this is actually on aluminum?
It's metal, correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a fairly new, modern way.
And you vaporize the enamel to do this?
No, well, I shoot the photo, then we put it on, it's transfer paper.
Okay.
We put it on aluminum, the paper. Mm-hmm. It goes into a heat press at 400 degrees. The ink infuses, it turns into a gas and infuses into the aluminum, and voila, we got magic.
So your ink vaporizes, and then this is what happens.
And it lasts forever. Doesn't fade.
The colors are just absolutely incredible. I'm sure you can see them clearly there on your radios.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be just as impressed as I am. I'm curious, is the original photograph taken with a digital camera or a real camera?
Yeah. The real cameras nowadays are the digital. That's the best way to go.
One thing I was going to ask you, you're in the photography business. Yeah. Do you ever use a wet camera anymore for anything?
No.
It's just plain gone.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is the best way.
Okay.
I believe, Charlie, that companies like Kodak they've actually quit making 35 millimeter film.
Yeah, it's really difficult to buy film nowadays. There's one company that still has it, but I'm not knocking it. They're wonderful. It's good to know all that process. Mm-hmm. So that's it. I have as Peter was saying, my salon is virtually an art gallery also.
Okay.
7562 Soak Hill Drive. The phone number is 688-1991. And anyone can come in and look at the photos. You need to really see them to get the full impact of it.
So the photo I'm looking at right now, as I mentioned, is an outdoor scene. It's a close-up of a lovely spray of apple blossoms. Mm-hmm. Do you is all of your photography outdoors like this? Do you do photos of portraits as well?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I just feel like that's boring. I want to take nature. I like to see the colors of nature and the movement. That's how my enjoyment is.
So Joaquin Menezes' photography is going to be all outdoor subjects, wildlife, things like that.
Yes.
Well, of course, you've picked a wonderful place to do it.
Oh, we're so blessed to live here.
The Central Coast of California offers a tremendous variety. You've got the beaches, you've got ocean cliffs, you've got redwood forests.
You got the birds.
Farmland. Here, you're in an orchard. Getting some apple blossoms. I'm
going to be involved in a show with Santa Cruz County Bank, and it's called Country Farm. So I'll be out and about and getting old barns, old vehicles, working tractors, the such, and field workers. And this will take place in September.
And for you business people that have any doubts about the web, you need to talk to Joaquin, because his business has just taken off like a rocket. And I think it's due in part to the fantastic job that he's done with his web page.
Yeah, my website is JoaquinMenezPhotography.com, and please check it out. And you can leave me a message on there. I do have a a contact page, and the process is described on how I produce these.
You know, I was just looking at your business card here, and I'll hold this up the microphone too, so you can see. It's a beautiful picture taken along the seashore here, with waves breaking against one of the rocks that outcrops along the Pacific Ocean here.
Yes.
A beautiful picture, and it has Joaquin Menezes Photography, and it has your website, JoaquinMenezesPhotography.com, and email Joaquin@JoaquinMenezesPhotography.com. I turn the card over, and there's a picture of your smiling face.
Oh, thank you.
Wearing a coat and tie. And
yeah,
all.
That's
you probably had on shoes,
that's
too.
That's what I prefer.
It says Joaquin Menezes Photography, and then again at the bottom, the website. What I found interesting about this card when I first looked at it, this is the first card I'd ever seen that has no physical location at all and no telephone number at all.
Don't need it. We have visual impact here.
That's the power of.
That's the power of
web.
Yeah, that's what this card is all about.
That's what it's about.
This photograph will knock your eye out. It really is something
and
fantastic.
Thanks.
Now, just for ducks, where along the coast?
That is Point Lobos.
Point Lobos.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, the color of the water there is just magnificent.
Yeah, the water, the sky, the breaking waves, and of course the rock too.
That was a very special day.
Yeah.
I might mention too, Charlie, that the website has attracted the attention of a few celebrities that have contacted Joaquin, and he not only does their hair, they fly him down to Los Angeles once a month, but they've also asked him to undertake some photography work for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was down recently photographing a dog to one of my friends, and that was quite a
Wait
experience.
a second, you told me you didn't do portraits.
Well, a dog. Come on, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
They don't talk back to me.
Something different. Okay.
Yeah.
I just, while we're talking here, I thought I'd dial up your website just for ducks. And I have a picture here. This is not a duck. This is a pelican.
Yeah.
So I guess I had it wrong.
There was the other photo of Point Lobos.
And I should mention, this is not a portrait of a pelican. The pelican is only one small part of a beautiful photograph of an inlet here, showing the ocean basically doing what it does.
Mm-hmm.
As I draw down, I see a picture of a human. Oh, now the next thing you get to, the picture constantly shifts from one to another. There are 10 different images down here.
You're on the slideshow.
Or a dozen different images, rather. And as you sit here and watch, they simply, one will disappear and another will come up. And you have the opportunity to see them all in a few moments as you look. Where'd you find that old boat?
That's behind.
That is cool.
That's behind the whole enchilada in Moss Landing.
I'll bet you it won't float, but it sure is cool.
No, but
looking.
it's sure got a lot of story behind it.
A lot of personality, exactly. Yeah. So, in order to visit this website, you want to go to Joaquin Menezes Photography, Joaquin, Joaquin, Menezes, Menezes, and photography. Well, if you don't know how to spell photography, then you really don't need to be going to the website. Got no patience for that. And just if you just Google Joaquin Menezes, up it comes.
Yeah.
So it's not difficult to get to at all.
That's correct.
Even a chump like me could make it in mere seconds.
Yeah. And even you got good eyesight, I must say.
Well, with my readers
with dirty glasses on, you're good.
There you go. Actually, that isn't dirt; those are scratches.
All right.
But now you mentioned you had a salon also.
Yes.
Doing
campus styling.
Ladies' hair, gentlemen's hair.
Yeah, both. Yeah. Campus styling in Aptos.
Now, is that at the same location?
Yes. That's where my photo
So you
gallery.
have your studio and your salon both.
Pretty much, yeah. I do the processing at home with my photography, of course, but then, I have a great partner, Kim Millette, and she's quite a lady. She's an aspiring photographer also, and hopefully I'm giving her some inspiration. Marina Lopez is my other stylist, Sandra Burke and Becky Berkland. And these gals are the best there is in the business. We really scrutinize and had a process before we took them on, and they're just fabulous people. Anybody who would be more than happy to come and have them do their hair.
Now, tell me something. Do you have a number? Obviously, you've got your photos here on display on the website. If somebody goes to your studio, do they get to see original artwork like this hanging on the walls?
Yes, absolutely.
And, of course, this is far more impressive because this one picture you brought in here is the size of 3 or 4
That's
computers.
why it's really important to really try to see this in person rather than you get the idea on the website, but it's really important to see it in person.
It's truly dimensional art. It has I would say more than 3 dimensions. It's fantastic, fabulous.
Yeah, the feedback I get from people just warms my heart. That makes it all worthwhile.
Charlie, for those of us that are in the 5th day of a 6-day cruise, I just want to mention that it's never too late to find passion in your life. And I think that Joaquin is a living example of that because he wears many hats, and he's only been doing this for, about
3 years.
3 years. So
this is the new.
Yes, this is a new me. Yeah.
What inspired you? I mean, you've been a successful stylist running this salon for many years, and all of a sudden, out of a clear blue sky, you say, hey, I think I'll go take some pictures.
Well, I've been doing art my whole life, and there was a time in my life that I was a caretaker to my wife who passed away, bless her heart, and so that consumed all my time. And then I needed some therapy and taking care of myself, and I just divulged back into my passion, which is my art. So it helps me, and it gives others pleasure. So that's all you can ask for.
And was SCORE instrumental in helping you launch this new photography line?
I'm going to have to get more acquainted with SCORE. That's got to be another deal I need to get into. Peter will help me on that.
I've known Joaquin, Charlie, for, like I said, about 45 years. And we talked about this numerous times, and I thought, let's get you down to KSCO and let you talk to the folks a little bit about.
I got to tell you, Peter is probably one of the most immaculate mechanics I've ever met in his earlier life. And this guy, you'd go up to his shop, and he would have a white coat on, working on a car. Never see a drop of oil on him. I wonder, what the hell? How did you do that, Peter? So one day he says, I'm going to be getting more haircuts from you. And I said, well, what's going on? He says, well, I'm going to open up a clothing store. I said, what do you know about clothing? He says, I don't know anything.
I wear it every day.
I'm going to find out. Yeah, wear it every day. So, and that's how, Peter and I became really close. And he's the only guy that I know that I could do business with on a handshake. And that's a rare thing.
Well, your talk about the guy with the car and always being absolutely immaculately clean. Do either of you recall a movie called The Great Race?
Yes.
Starring Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon. You and your hair that's always combed, and your car that's always white, and your suits that's always clean.
Yes.
Best role I ever saw, Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, I love Jack Lemmon.
Talk about chewing up the scenery. Anyway, I watched that again with my wife Celeste about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it's all fresh in my mind again.
Yeah, wonderful movie.
Wonderful film. Anyway, before we part, there's one thing I want to ask Peter to do, and that is, give a last synopsis for SCORE, and of course the last thing we need to do is have Joaquin give out the address and telephone number again so the people who are now excited to see these photographs can go and look at them.
The address
of my salon, Campus Styling, 7562 Soak Hill Drive, Naptos. And the phone number is area code 831-688-1991.
If you're older, Murray 8-1991.
Move, boy.
And Peter, SCORE has their new series of seminars coming up, don't they?
Yes, Charlie. And I encourage people, if you're interested, to go to our website at santacruzscore.org. And you'll see we have a tremendous amount of information on there. But go on our website and give you a lot of information. And then if you're interested, give us a call. But we have the workshop series is posted on the website and tells you what the dates are and a little bit about the workshop.
Excellent. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Charlie. Enjoyed it.
Okay, it is 5:30 at KSCO Santa Cruz. Time for traffic and news. Dave Michaels and Dylan Florence will do you.